In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
It's Friday.
Is that what we're doing?
And there's only like 3 of us, which it kind of messes up the race a little bit. But not that bad. There's sticks. There's drinks.
Triple Dutch Rudder.
John's not here. Dave,
Yes.
what are we about to do?
Oh, we're fucking masturbating.
That's right. It's time. It's time for Freedom Friends Master Debate. My favorite time of the week. Solving the world's problems one mediocre topic at a time. I'm Mikey. That's Jazz. Dave's here.
Yeah.
John and Scott are off doing John and Scott things. But Justin's here. We got a peanut gallery over here. And we're here for to solve these problems. So Justin, what you got for us this week?
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
So Trevor wants to know what jobs will be useless in 5 years.
First of all, worst name ever.
Yeah, right.
Trevor's a terrible fucking name. It's like I think it's Trevor and then like Keith is like a second worst one, right? What was the question?
You know what else I'm not a big fan of?
Huh.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd's weird. Yeah. I went to high school with a Todd, and he was like the hippie guy who like dressed like he was a Grateful Dead groupie and shit.
Yeah, at 16 or some shit.
yeah.
It's like, they haven't been a band
For
since,
quite some time. This is the late 90s.
like since before you were born.
Yeah. And he did like way too much white blotter.
Their message is universal, man.
It's not.
No.
It's not at all.
Their entire cultural impact is that stupid bear.
Yep.
And there's a Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yep. Nothing else. And you're clearly not. I don't know. I'm not friends with him anymore, but he's probably not really contributing to society these days either.
Because he's a 4-year-old that still tells people that if you play Dark Side of the Moon and watch Wizard of Oz at the same time, you sync up. Like he's still that guy.
Right. He probably is that guy. What was the question? We all know that guy.
Oh, Jesus.
And Trevor's that guy.
Play it backwards. Paul is dead.
Yeah. Trevor, the guy with this question, he's that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Trevor wants to know what jobs will be useless in 5 years.
In 5 years?
Yeah.
What jobs I hope will be useless is like social media influencer, which is already kind of useless.
Yes.
But I hope it goes away.
That should have never been termed a job in the first place.
Well, if you're still trying to chase that fucking job, I hate to tell you this, the market is saturated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little on the saturated side. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an expert in all industries though, so like.
What job is going to be useless in 5 years? Useless or gone? What was the question?
Useless.
Useless. Either one.
There's
What jobs
jobs
do you
that
think won't be around in
obsolete.
5 years?
Useless.
Like,
now.
what'll be obsolete in 5 years?
Yeah.
Like,
The entire DPS?
I hope so.
They're useless now.
Yeah.
They're useless now. Like what? You what? Take a picture?
Yeah.
This is the same
He's talking about
Department
DMVs
of Public Safety for us,
and
but
like
it's
DMVs
text
and
dot,
shit.
whatever.
Yeah.
These are the same people that went in to get update my driver's license, have my M endorsement put on it. Told me that the valid Texas driver's license that I had was not a valid form of ID to prove that I was a resident of Texas.
Yeah, you have to bring in like a fucking bill.
I had to bring in a
bill
No,
that
no.
doesn't have your fucking face
They
on it.
wanted a passport or a birth certificate to prove that I was a citizen. And I was like, I am holding a driver's license
that only
that this office issued me.
Yeah.
Like, you gave me a valid form of ID.
Do you have veteran on your license?
No.
Oh, because you can.
I know.
And that would have just added a little sprinkling of
Yeah.
what the fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're like, well, it shows that you used your passport to get it last time. I was like, yeah. And you scanned it and said that I was good. Now I had a document that was scanned. And they're like, well, your passport expired. And I was like,
my citizenship didn't.
I was like, okay, well, I have my social security card on me. And they're like, no, that doesn't count as citizenship. And I was like, excuse me?
Pretty sure it does.
They're like, well, you can be a citizen without a social security number. And I was like, nope. And
No.
I was like, kids.
Yeah, I think you can.
Oh, yeah?
I think you can.
Nope.
No.
If you become an American citizen, you are issued a
you
social
are-
security
No,
number.
I'm saying I think you can have a social security number without being a citizen. I say that only because my sister-in-law, who is still rocking that green card, although she's had 6 babies here in the States, she has a social security number.
Huh. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he probably definitely knows.
But I was like,
I'm racially profiling you right now, Miguel.
yeah, it was the whole situation. I was like, but my Texas, so my driver's license that's valid for me to go get in that vehicle, and you could look me up and find my address for it. Issue
Yeah.
me a ticket. Yeah, like do all that. That's valid for all of that.
You could vote with it.
But for you to put an M next to the C on my license.
When I'm giving you this piece of paper that says I passed it.
Yeah, so I have
and it's got the same
I have
name.
this thing that says good for licensing, and
Yeah.
then I have a driver's license right next to it. You're useless. You're useless.
It's like them and the TSA. Fucking trash.
And it's all automated. So why do we need people? I should have been able to go to the TxDOT website, put in my driver's license number, and it should have said it was valid. And I should have been able to take my Motorcycle Safety Foundation card with a certificate number that logged it in DPS that I'd passed the course, put that number in, and paid the $21, and they sent me an updated fucking driver's license with the endorsement on it. I should have never had to set an appointment to go down there to do it.
Well, you're talking government. And where government is, bureaucrats follow, right?
Right, but he
You're
asked me what
always
job
gonna
is
have that.
going to be useless in 5 years.
Well, I hope that's useless.
Yeah. Well, we're already seeing a bunch of it, like cashiers at a fast food place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's actually hard to find a McDonald's now where you walk to a register and
Yeah.
there's a person behind it
Yeah,
that takes
yeah.
your order.
And to be honest with you, I can use the kiosk more efficient than they can use the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I fucking prefer it.
Yeah, like if given the option, I go to the kiosk.
There was a bunch of those people that were bitching about like self checkout and this. I'm like, I'm faster at the shelf checkout than the
See,
motherfucker behind the fucking thing.
That
Unless
I
I'm
don't.
doing
if I'm getting 1 or 2 things, self checkout all day because I don't want to wait in
But
line
it's
for the lady.
restricted too. It's meant like an express line. If you're going to self checkout, it says like 10 items or less. It's just there's nobody there to enforce it. So
I
you have the
dis-
people that are like,
I
here's my whole
disregard that.
register.
When was the last time y'all went to like a Walmart or something and went and had someone scan your items for you?
Last week,
How long did it take you?
not that long.
Were you like the first one up there, or did you wait in line?
Yeah, see, that's the thing for me is that's that fucking line.
Because I
It's
have
the-
literally sat in a line to check out at Walmart before
For like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, and
I've
I'm
been
like,
there, and
fuck
I've looked
you.
at the fucking
Yeah.
the twat in the fucking yellow jacket and the yellow vest. I'm like, you got 47 of these fucking
Yep.
lines. You got 3 open,
Yeah,
and there's fucking every one of them are fucking like 10 people fucking deep.
Yeah.
Like, well, we don't have any more people. That's because you fuckers expect us to do your job over here in self checkout.
Yeah.
And you stopped fucking hiring people and scheduling them to do their job.
That shit
It's-
cracks me up when you
Like-
go to like a Walmart and there's like 40 registers. 2 of them are open, and then the self checkout lane's open, and 3 of them are busted.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
and it's like, fuck,
Yeah.
man.
And the 2 that are open, opposite ends.
Yeah.
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 And it's just like, so let me get this straight. With your $8 bajillion a year in sales,
Right?
you can't fix the scanner on this machine?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty
that's-
sure Sam Walden can afford it.
Yeah, like fucking
Like-
Jesus. But yeah, cashiers at like fast food restaurants and stuff like that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Do you ever go to a QT?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So the QT by my house has this fucking little pad,
Yeah.
and you walk up and you don't even scan the shit. You just put it on the pad, and then it goes
Yeah.
bleep, and it tells you your total. And I was like,
Yeah.
and it itemizes it. You can read every item, so it's like, oh it's so like
The one that's by 1604 and 78 right there. That
the one that's
does
a
it.
Yep.
mile from my house.
Yeah.
I'll go
That's
down
the
there
one.
and like be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab a couple snacks. Throw it up there, it goes bleep, double click my phone, tap it, put my shit in the bag, and out the door. I'm like, they're like 3 seconds, and I don't have to talk to the fucking crack addict that's running the register.
I know, right?
So,
I don't know where QT's finding its people, but damn.
for,
It, like-
for 2 underpasses.
Well, they're
Like,
either
yeah.
they're either crackheads or there's no one under the age of 60.
But it also
I had a guy bum
it
one of
depends
these
on the QT.
off me. Well, I bought a fucking
Ask for a
thing,
cart off you.
and he fucking he was like, I'll buy it off you, and I was like, no.
That's like someone asking if they could buy a single cigarette.
Like it was fucking.
I have
weird.
sold
It
a
does
single
depend on the
cigarette.
QT though.
It
Like
does.
the QT at 1604 and Lookout,
Yeah.
that staff is squared away, and the one at
The-
35 and 3009.
Yep.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
staff is stellar.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes, they are.
Speaking of the little scanner things, I went to a baseball game this weekend, and a bunch of the kiosks are set up where they have 2 big ass refrigerators, nothing but tall boys. And you grab whatever you want, you set it on the scanner, you pop your card in,
Yep.
it says approved, you pull your card, grab your drink. I have never gotten a beer so fast
Oh,
in
yeah.
a ball game. And I was like, this is fucking genius.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm not waiting in line and missing like fucking 2 innings. I can just grab my shit and get back down on my seat.
there's
Fuck
actually
yes.
there's a barbecue restaurant that I like here called Wilt's Smokehouse, and it's solid barbecue. But they have a tap system there that if you want to be able to get beer, they swipe your credit card for a tab, and it links it to a bracelet. And you just walk up and you tap the bracelet, and it turns that tap on, and you just
Where's
pull
this?
it. It's called Wilt's Smokehouse on Pat Booker.
No
and
shit.
you tap the bracelet, and then you pull, and it tells you how many ounces you've pulled. And you pull the beer, and then
See,
when you,
I couldn't go to that place because I'd start trying to beat my record and
Yeah,
shit.
and so- no, it's for like that pour. It says like you've pulled like however, because if you only want to like have like half a beer, you can pull like 8 ounces.
Ooh.
And then you pay for 8 ounces of the beer. You don't pay for a beer and then only drink half of it.
Huh.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah. And then when you want the next beer,
You just
you
go
just
tap-
go and you tap the bracelet and you fucking get another beer.
Dude.
And they've got like 10, 12 taps or something like that. Like
No
it's
shit.
a cool system.
That's badass.
Now you have to know
Huh.
how to pour a beer. Like if you can't pull a draft beer,
Which I've done that a time or two.
yeah. So
You have now.
I've pulled one or
So
two.
so here's a question, Jazz. You've had a bar for about a
18
year
months
and a half now.
Yeah.
Do you hate people yet?
Well, let's be fair. I hated people before
Yeah.
I opened a bar.
How's it feel now? Has it elevated that hatred?
Yeah.
Does it make you fucking hate people?
I mean, there's a reason that I have such a big staff now, and it's so that I'm not fucking behind the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna go ahead and say it to all of you fucking people that listen. All 12 of you. Go tell your friends.
Tell your mom.
Tell your fucking mom's friends.
Yeah, so fucking tell everybody. 99% of the time, you do not know better than the fucking bartender.
99% of the time.
Every once in a while, you're going to get that guy. It's like his second fucking day and he doesn't know what he's doing. I get it. I understand. It's the new guy. But 99% of the time, you do not know better than the bartender. You being a dick to that bartender isn't going to speed shit up for you. It's not going to get you a better drink.
Matter of fact, if he's a salty bartender, it's going to slow shit down
Yep.
for you.
And you don't fucking know better. You also do not know what he's handling behind that bar. His beer menu, he didn't write that shit.
Nope.
I don't give a fuck that you don't like that the Berliner Weiss had 1 S in it instead of 2 and you need it fucking... Shut the fuck up and drink your beer. All right. What the fuck do you care?
I've had people bitch about typos in the beer list before, and I'm like, I didn't write it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm also not a fucking English major. All right.
Also,
I'm pouring
by the
you
way-
a beer.
by the way- If you come up and go like, hey, can I get the Berliner Weiss? You're going to get the fucking beer regardless of what the fucking menu said.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get that beer. Like, just
Like,
shut the fuck
don't-
up and take your drink.
Don't be a dick, man, for
Like,
no reason.
That's where you need to flex. Is you're not at a good bar, which is why you're being an asshole to the bartender.
And don't come to me and ask me what's on drought. I will fucking reach across that bar and
Yeah.
punch you.
You don't know. You
What's-
don't know better. You know
What's
whatever.
on drought? Like, what is that?
So draft in the English spelling is DRAUGHT.
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck those people.
And so people will come in and they think they're being slick and be like, oh, it's on drought. It's
And-
still pronounced draft.
And you
It,
want
like,
and it makes me want to headbutt them every time.
you don't know better than the bartender. And by the way, if you got a beer and the pour was fucked up, it's probably because you were a dick and he fucked up your beer just to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Probably.
Like when I had Guinness, when I was working in the pub and had like Guinness on tap, and like you pour the clover, in the foam, right? The way you properly pour a Guinness. Properly is a loose term, but the way you do it when you're being flashy, you make a little clover in the foam,
which is an American thing.
It is. It is. However, I did have a guy from Guinness teach me how to do that
because they do it as part of their showboat thing.
Right.
Yeah. But if you go,
like I went through the class to learn.
But if you go
it.
in country,
but you're getting a dick. If you're a dick, you're getting a dick. Yeah. I'm putting a dick on your beer, and I've done it hundreds of times, thousands of times.
Just don't be a dick to your bartender. And by the
beers.
way, if you're an owner like me and I find out you're being a dick to my bartender, guess what you were no longer doing?
Drinking in
my bar. Like, don't fucking do it. You're never going to win, ever. And you don't fucking know better. And if you're that good of a fucking bartender, open a bar. Otherwise, sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I always assume if someone's going out to get a drink, they're going out to like have a good time, enjoy themselves.
Oh no, some people go out just to be
People
dicks.
go out in public just to fucking find fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have change for his Dippin' Dots. All right.
Fucking unreal.
Fucking pussy.
Unfucking real. But yeah, most likely if your whole skill set is that you can push a fucking button on a register, you might want to hit YouTube University and find yourself another skill.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how long you're going to fucking be around. I'm going to tell you right now, the best thing that ever happened to me was fucking self-checkout at Home Depot. I'm tired of fucking dealing with those people. God damn it.
Yeah.
Like,
You got like a 10% chance of getting someone that actually knows what the fuck they are doing there.
if you're at any of those home improvement stores and you want help just finding something. And every time I go into a Home Depot store, I do feel like that Ron Swanson scene where he was like, hey, sorry, can I help you? And I was like, I know more than you.
That's me when I go to liquor stores.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, you can't. But if you really want help at one of those, you need to find the dude that you can't see the original color of his apron because there's so much shit all over it. And he's like 73.
And his gut is like hanging out of his apron.
Find that guy.
Yeah, he knows.
Because what you don't know is that he's working there to stay out of the house because his wife is going to fucking murder him. But he ran a fucking construction company for like 40 years.
Yep.
And he knows everything.
He's been a general contractor since Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if your whole skill set is
I could see
you run a register,
I could see that going away.
I'm telling you right now.
They're going to start automating things. Like, I mean, fucking, they're trying to do it with truck drivers now. Which, as long as they stay out of the fucking left lane, I'm good with it. Like, I'm fucking
but if they're automated, you can program that in now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think they just need like their own lane away from like separated from normal cars.
That's what business loops are supposed to be for.
Yeah. That was the whole point of a business loop, is it was supposed to keep commercial traffic
Yeah.
out of
make that a real thing.
standard stuff. By the way, whoever that fucking cuck was that sent the message like, I love you guys, except for when you talk about truckers that don't know how to stay in the left lane. I can ride in the left lane. No, you can't.
No.
You can't. You fucking can't. I could go build a go-kart with the spare parts in the fucking back that's going to outpace you. All right? I don't give a fuck how much power you think. Well, it's a fucking Peterbilt. It's slow.
It's
Move.
slow as shit. And
Get the fuck out of the way.
And you're passing your fucking boyfriend on the left at like a 1 mile an hour difference, man.
Move.
Fucking stop.
Move.
And if you cut me off, that's the beauty of having the horn I have now.
Just fucking move.
They
You're
think
not
their
that
buddy's
fast.
honking. No. It's me in the Tacoma. I put a train horn in my Tacoma.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And I get it. You can pull fucking 48,000 pounds or whatever the fuck. Cool. I don't want to do that. That's why I don't drive a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Just move the fuck over. You don't need to be in the left lane. Ever. There's never a reason for you to be there.
That's one of the things I really, really appreciate about freeways in Texas is their signs. And they just say, no truck in left lane for like the next 90 miles or whatever, right?
Yep.
You motherfuckers still don't listen. You're still in the fucking left lane. Matter of fact, every time I see one in the left lane next to that sign, I take a picture and I send it to John. Every time.
Well, in 95% of these...
Huh?
Do you
No.
send it to him too?
No, I don't.
95% of these truckers work for one of these major trucking companies anyways. You're governed. That little computer in your fucking truck stops you from fucking doing anything. So I don't want to hear like, I'm riding the left lane. Left lane chain gang. Fuck off. Move.
Yeah.
Fucking move. And Elon's trying to replace your ass anyways. So
I'm
fucking
gonna, like if I didn't know I would go to jail, I would shoot your fucking tires out. Like I would shoot your fucking tires out whilst driving next to you. I would be like, fuck you, man.
Yeah,
like
fucking just move. Just move. You're getting paid by the mile. Injured limited now with that new law that they changed how many miles you can do a day anyways. So just fucking move over. That 3 miles an hour you're picking up ain't fixing it. Just move the fuck over.
Yeah. That shit bugs the fuck up.
Useless. And if you're a Dodge driver, go shoot yourself.
Especially if if your towing mirrors are flipped up. Fuck you. Fucking worthless.
Fucking Dodge yesterday. We were driving home from the fucking store in this Dodge. Tow mirrors out, little flatbed trailer. Why the fuck he had his tow mirrors out for a flatbed trailer? Fuck me. It's not like you needed to see around the flatbed trailer, you dumb bastard.
I guarantee you that dude's mirrors were already out, bro.
Yeah, they were that way. But he had sheet metal on this flatbed, and it was a car hauler flatbed, so it had a ramp on the back.
Sure.
But he had sheet metal on it with a strap over the top.
A strap?
And none of it touched the metal.
Yeah.
And then, so he got up on the highway and made it 1/8 of a mile, and it just started sliding out the back, and all of us had to dodge all that. He pulled over to the side, and we got in. I was like, look at that, a Dodge.
Imagine that.
It's always a fucking Dodge. Like the Charger on this back road that's a speed limit of 30 that was doing 70. And my wife and I were both on our motorcycles, and this dude ripped around both of us at 70 miles an hour. Double yellow line.
On this road?
On fucking Lookout Road. Past 1604, but it's that back road. It's 30 miles an hour back there.
Yeah.
Went around 2 bikes. Double yellow line. Ripped around us and cut in front of me by 3 feet. Doing 70 on fucking in a 30 mile an hour road. In a V6 Charger. What?
Oh, those are the worst. Those are the worst. V8s are bad, but the guys that drive the V6s, they're the fucking worst.
It's like them and Mustang
fucking
drivers.
Dodge drivers.
Mustang
I don't know,
drivers
dude.
Too.
Dodge drivers are trying to.
You know what I don't mind about
title.
Mustang drivers? Here's what I don't mind about Mustang drivers. They're going to go fast for about half a mile, and then they're going to take a hard left.
Yeah.
And then they're not on the road anymore.
Into the crowd.
Yeah.
So they're a self-eliminating problem.
That's true.
It's just
some of my favorite
I bought
videos.
this GT. I had it for 17 minutes, and then I totaled it. And it's there you go.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Some of my favorite videos. I'm genuinely trying to think of something that I think is going to be gone in 5 years, but
Rudimentary cashiers.
I'm with you on cashiers, man.
Big box cashiers. Like my store, if we're around in 5 years, and there's no reason we shouldn't be, we will always have somebody that rings the register.
Of course.
Specialty stores and stuff like that. Yes, it'll be around. But I don't have cashiers. I have a staff that knows how to run the register.
Yeah.
But if you were just a cashier,
I think it's Amazon and Whole Foods is already doing that.
so the contactless, they've shut a bunch of those down though because of loss.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of
working
people
on
out there like myself, and I'll be honest. I don't fucking work at the grocery store, and I won't fucking do self-checkout unless if I have more than fucking 5 items. You're fucking doing your job.
Oh yeah. No, if I go walk a grocery store,
yeah,
or when I go to Costco or Sam's or what. Actually,
Sure.
Sam's, I don't use the register anymore because they have that fucking scan and go thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So I just scan the shit as I go, and then
That's
you
dope.
walk under this light, and it reads your fucking cart, and then you just hit checkout. And
HEB has a form of that. Some of them.
HEB
Some of them
Go,
do.
but you have to go to to go to their flagship stores.
Like 3009, that one's got it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one at Bulverde's got it,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you
the
right
brand
now,
new one by me doesn't have it.
if
Yeah.
you're just a cashier,
Yeah.
get a skill.
So Dollar General, they have one in Colorado.
Which, by the
where-
way, is no longer. Oh no, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is no longer a dollar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, none of them are.
Everything's just
None
like
of them are.
it's
I just
rounded to a dollar.
I just called Dollar General the store. Me and Haley just because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's the store.
So
I went to a
There's
Dollar
the
General
store.
one time that had a Dollar General inside of it.
I believe you. You know they can build those in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
From like fucking field
Yeah.
to full on functioning store.
Yeah.
Dollar General has their fucking plans down to a T,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
They are so efficient.
Well,
I
it's
think
a
there's-
big square box. That's
Yeah.
all.
yeah, it's not difficult. But they have one, I think it's in Colorado, where you can't get in. You swipe your card, and once it approves it, then you can enter the store. You grab your things, and then you go through the sensors. It reads it, and then you leave, and then it emails you a receipt.
They need that shit in like ghetto areas, not in Colorado.
Yeah,
All right.
and it's it's like on a mountain.
Well,
or
it
something.
depends on
Like,
where in Colorado it is. Yeah.
but
Denver.
it was. I saw a
like
TikTok
South
about
Denver
it. It was
might be
cool.
the only fucking place that's like sketchy. You know, like Colorado by and large is a pretty chill state.
I've
Pretty
got
chill.
I got another question for y'all. This one's an easy one.
'Kay.
This is someone that just wanted to get y'all's Get y'all's gears running.
No.
If you borrow a friend's car for any reason, should you fill up the gas tank when you're done?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or at least throw him some fucking cash.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Like when I had a Jeep and like, let's say I needed to borrow a truck or something to like move something, they're getting it back with a tank.
yeah.
Now, granted,
or like, let's say,
I'm not borrowing John's truck, his F-250 King Ranch, and filling it up because that's $100 bill.
But if you blow like a fucking quarter tank of it, like he'll get it
Yeah.
back at least at what he gave it to me.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
the minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
like if I need, like, I mean, I own a truck, but when I didn't and I needed to borrow somebody's truck, even if it was like, look, I just have to pick up this thing and take it to the house. Like, I'm giving you back your keys with like a 20 wrapped around it. It's just
Something.
like a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember there was one year I went to annual training and Jazz was on this kick of wrapping vehicles. And he took my Mustang, wrapped the roof of it because it was orange, and then he put black on the top and then gave it back to me with a full tank. So he volunteered all
You
this.
wrapped your car and filled
Just
your
the
tank.
roof, just the roof, and wrapped and filled up my tank.
well,
And
you
I was
wanted
like,
the, you
I was
wanted
like,
the,
what is he about to do?
no,
Right.
I filled this tank, got rid of those horrible louvers that were on the back glass.
No, I still had those. We cleaned them up though.
Oh no, yeah, no, we
Yeah.
took them off, cleaned them up, put them back. I
Yeah.
wrapped his roof and filled the tank and had it detailed and then gave it back. Oh, and I also
Yeah.
fixed the electrical short that you had.
That's also you just being nice to your brother.
Yeah, he was a fucking kid. He was like 19 at the time.
Right.
Like, it was
Yeah.
like he was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And he'd bought this Mustang and yeah, it had some quirks.
So
Yeah.
quirks, to be fair, quirks that I made it have. Like they were there because
Yeah, so there was,
I was
we
young and
fixed some
dumb.
mechanical gremlins and,
Sure.
and some
But-
electrical gremlins and wrapped his roof and cleaned it up. and
They look
stuff
good.
and gave it back to him.
Look fucking good.
And then like 3 months later, he traded it on a truck.
Yeah.
As you do.
Because I fucked up the electrical. All right. I got one last question for you guys. What's something that a stranger will do in public that instantly makes you judge them?
Be rude to their waiter.
Oh,
If you are rude to
yeah.
your server, I will fucking go out of my way and embarrass you in front of God and country.
If you're
Yes.
rude to customer service in general,
Yeah. If
Absolutely.
you're a rude prick, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I will show you rude. I will put on my
Yeah.
fucking superior asshole hat because you want to. I'll take your Pepsi challenge, bitch. I'm a bigger dick. Like, I will be a fucking asshole. Dave, I've seen you do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, do not stand for that shit, man.
No.
That's not cool.
Well, and the thing is, like, I'm a firm believer in the fact that everybody should be required to do one holiday season in a service industry capacity,
Fuck.
be it server, cashier, anything along those lines. You have to do one holiday season in a service industry because that will open your eyes immediately to how much of a piece of shit people really can be.
One of my holiday jobs, I shit you not, was from just before I was a seasonal employee from
Yeah.
just before Thanksgiving to after New Year's at Best Buy.
Oh.
You
Dude,
want
I
to
was-
see
I was a cashier
the
at a Kmart.
worst inhuman people.
I was a cashier at a
Yeah.
Kmart in an anchor store at a mall.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I worked at McDonald's on Christmas Eve once.
Yeah.
That was the fucking nightmare of my life. I'd
Yeah.
go back to Fallujah before I go fucking work that fucking job again.
And that's the thing. It's like people don't like people who've never had to have done that job don't understand how much of a piece of shit their fellow man is
What's-
until they're behind that counter.
I don't know what it is about people, but somehow they look at customer service people and just go like, "Oh, you're just not human."
That's very
Right.
true.
And just
Yeah.
all human decency just fucking goes away. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But like,
Like all of a sudden they turn into the help. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
you, man. Like,
and I'm like, you were in here to buy your $230 TV because you're too fucking poor to buy it the rest of the fucking year. Don't shit talk me. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I remember I was bartending once and this guy came in and was just talking down to me. Just talking down. And finally I just had to be like, hey man, what's your deal? And he was like, I don't think you should speak to me in that manner. And I was like, do you think that this bar is a force field or something? Like, I'll jump this fucking thing and fuck your weekend up. I was like, you need to know. Like, this is my second job. My day job, I'm a fucking martial arts instructor in the United States Marines. I will fucking end you right here in front of everybody. And they're going to fire me. Sure. But I'll laugh on my way out the door.
Yeah.
And the cops are all my buddies. They're all going to laugh too.
And the bar next door is going to hire me.
Yeah.
So
Matter of fact, I'll do that. And then they'll hire me back as a door guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll fuck you up and drink a beer over your unconscious body.
fucking A. Like I had to like literally like spell it out for him. It was like, it wasn't even, he was younger than me. He was a kid. It was a college bar. And you could tell that it was a thanks dad kind of kid.
Yeah.
It was a Chad.
Yep.
And I had to be like, this isn't a force field, bro. This is 3 feet of wood that I'm well capable of jumping over. Watch your fucking mouth. I was just like, dude.
by the way, if you've never felt a glass bottle against the side of your head,
There's a reason I bartended and bounced wearing a hat.
it makes noise.
Yeah.
So,
It usually kind of
It's like
sounds like.
the motherfucker that walked into
It's
my
pretty good.
place, the motherfucker that walked into my place walked up to my bar and goes, "It's not really a pub, huh?"
Yes.
I turned around and went, wow. Looked at 8 tap handles and all the beer on the wall and went, well, pub stands for public house. Public house is a traditional English style bar that is located in your local neighborhood where you can get draft beer and light snacks. You know, all
Like-
the shit
like
that's
these-
behind this
like these
fucking
chips
bar.
right here and this beer.
And I was like, so actually by the definition of pub, yeah, I am. Now, if you were talking about whatever fucking redneck Riviera pub that you went to that's going to serve you a shitty version of fish and chips, that's called a restaurant.
He was
And
talking
no,
about
we're
McIntyres.
not one of those.
Right.
He was talking about McIntyres in downtown San Antonio.
And then he goes, well, I didn't see the draft handles. And I went, that's probably because you're wearing your sunglasses inside, which is also, I will fucking judge you for that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's another
Well,
one.
but
Yep.
he was the one that tried telling you that he had a condition from
Yeah,
the
and he was
military.
like, oh, my
that-
military gave me a condition. I was like,
Yes.
huh? After all my time in, and I don't know, probably the cumulative 100 years that my friend group has in uniform, I've never fucking heard that. That like, he was like, oh, you did. And I was like, so we're going to order a beer or are we done with this little fucking interaction? I'm like,
That he was.
by the way, you don't know who the
and then
fuck
he
you're
was like,
talking to.
Where's my fucking military discount?
I'm like, by the way, when you walk into a customer service place, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to.
Yeah.
Whether it's a bar or some shop or whatever, you don't know who the fuck might be man in that position. Like, I own that motherfucker. You're going to come in and try, and I guarantee you thought I was the bartender. So you were going to come in and fucking be a smartass. And I literally could have told you, be like, your discount today is fuck you, and there's the door.
Yeah.
Like, I just saved you all your money.
Yeah.
You're going to give me a fucking dime. What am I going to do? Get in trouble with HR?
HR approves it.
Yeah,
I'm Jazz's HR guy. by
no,
the
fucking
way.
fuck off.
Oh, wait. Let me put my HR hat on. Hi.
Yeah.
I will say too, if you go out to like department stores or a bar or something and you're just a nice person,
You'll be
You
amazed
get-
at what you get.
Oh, my
will,
God.
Dude.
you will have such a great experience.
You'll have an experience.
Yes.
Exactly. Because people in the service industry are genuinely hardworking folks
Yeah,
that genuinely want you to have a good time.
absolutely.
Because they know that if you have a good time, people in good moods tip better.
Not only
Right?
that,
Like,
they are ecstatic when you treat them with respect right out of the fucking gate because
Yes.
the table next to you
Was a
has
dick.
being a fucking dick.
Yep.
It just happened to me so they opened a brand new Starbucks at Lookout Road.
they did.
And we saw it was open. I was like, fuck it, let's swing through. We're on the way to work. We'll get a coffee. So we drive through and we pulled up to the little thing. And it has all of their drive-throughs have cameras now.
Yeah.
Like all of them. So they can
Mhm.
see inside the car. And which is why you see those videos when like they're trying to do sign language and then the screen changes and it's like the actual employee and they're like signing back and stuff like that. Like that's how that's happening. That's not like a specialty Starbucks. All Starbucks drive-thrus have that camera now.
Yep.
So, but we got up there and pulled in and they were like, what can we get you? And my wife goes like, are the fall flavors here yet? And she's like, it's not till Thursday. And Caitlin goes like, no, my basic white bitch needs fall flavors now. And the chick just, you're right. And the chick starts laughing and she was like, was there anything else we can get you anyways? And she was like, a sandwich or whatever. And I was like, and she gave her name and whatever. And her name was Shauna. I was like, look at Shauna looking out, trying to make sure we're eating and hydrated and having our best day. And she's like, I'm here for you. We got to get you some protein, get you some caffeine, get this day started good for you. So we had this like whole interaction. And then every time any place asks me for my name,
And Shauna's going to be a fucking CEO someday.
right?
Yeah.
And every
Like-
time I go to one of those places that ask me for my name, I tell them that I'm Batman. And she goes,
I tell him my name's Cornelius, but you can call me Corn.
yeah. So I said Batman, and she was like, Mr. Wayne, we'll get that kid started. And she was like, and the lady next to you, can I get her name? And she goes, I'm Robin. And she goes, and literally went, all right, Robin, we got your drink for you too. We'll see you up there. And we got up there. A lot of times the person on the mic and the person in the window isn't the same person now.
Yeah.
She literally came around to the window and was like, we really, and I think she was the shift supervisor, the ASM or something. And she was
Sure.
like, really appreciate you being in the new one. And like, we actually own a retail store in the mall. And she was like, so we're going to see you guys all the time. And I was like, we'll probably be through quite a bit. And she was like, all right, Batman. She's like, we'll remember. We'll take care of you. But it's because we weren't dicks. Like
Yes.
because I guarantee you the car that pulled through ahead of me was probably like, need a venti fucking blah, 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 and was a fucking dick to him. And then we had fun and had a great fucking experience. And so they genuinely, most of the people that stay in that job, it's because they do love the job. And when they get a good customer, they will go above and beyond. And that's why they stay there, is they're successful. But you have to treat them like a fucking human and to be amazed at what you get back.
Yeah.
We're the same way in our store. Those guys that come in that fucking try to be a dick, you're going to get it right back. Whatever energy you give out.
It's like, do you remember a few months ago? It's been a while now when I went to Huddle House in Florida.
Yeah.
I did not have a good experience at the Huddle House in Palatka, Florida. Matter of fact, you can go on fucking Yelp and see my review.
In all fairness, if you go to a Huddle House or Waffle House, it's because everybody there is braced for the fight. Like it is just a
see, but I'll get to that in a second. But
I just like Huddle House more because they actually have deep fryers.
I had a terrible fucking experience, and the employees were shit, and the fucking service was shit, and even then, I wasn't rude. I just fucking sat there quietly, ate my fucking mediocre ass food, which came out fucking cold because it sat there forever, and they weren't doing their jobs. And I fucking ate my food. I even tipped well because I didn't have time to wait another 20 minutes for them to bring me change. So I was just like, here's a 20. My food was like $14, which is a lot more than what they fucking deserved. But I did not have the time or the inclination to fucking sit there any longer and wait for them, right? So, and you go on Yelp and check out the fucking Huddle House in Palatka, Florida. You'll see exactly my review because I did not hold back. And then I also mentioned something about it constantly giving me diarrhea. I don't know, right? But I'll admit I went a little hard on the fucking review, right? I went a little hard and I was fucking bitching about the toothless bitch and shit like that. Like I went a little hardcore on it. I was pissed, but I wasn't rude there. All right. Because I don't know what fucking kind of day they're having. Right. I wasn't rude there. All right. Now, did I fucking leave a shitty review? Yes, I did. But did I still pay my bill? Did I still tip? Did I still fucking was polite to them? Yes, I was. Because I feel like I understand how hard their job is and how much shit they probably have to go through. I'm not going to make it difficult for them in the moment. I don't think that's right. All right. You can have a shitty experience and you can even voice that opinion. Nowadays, we have reviews, Google reviews, fucking Yelp reviews, all that shit. You can do that. And that's fine. But don't be a fucking asshole and try for the purpose of being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was. And then to Jazz's point, the last time I was in Florida last month, close to Jacksonville Airport, right down the street, there's a Waffle House. I went in there. I had a fucking amazing experience. Every person in there was awesome. There was an employee sleeping on the counter. And I remember I had made a fucking Snapchat about it. I think I sent it to your wife.
That sounds like the most tame Waffle House experience I've ever heard.
He was knocked out. I was like, this motherfucker's tired from the fight.
The best Waffle House experience I ever had was actually in North Carolina. And it's the Waffle House right outside the gate of the North Carolina State Zoo.
Okay.
And that is the best Waffle House experience I've ever had.
Is that in Raleigh?
Yeah, just outside Raleigh.
Yeah.
That was a good Waffle House. I mean, on Waffle House scale. It was
like but I had a great, like my meal was perfect. Everything I ordered was perfect. She was fast. She was attentive. She was great. She felt a little embarrassed about her coworker sleeping because he was absolutely snoring. Right? But at the same time, like, it was fine, right? Like, I had a great experience, and you can have that. And I don't know.
You will absolutely get back the energy you put out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Usually.
So yes, to get judged in public, be rude to your server or wear your fucking sunglasses inside.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Going out in public in pajamas.
Yeah, we've already covered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people on flights you're not in your fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have a pillow?
But it's 3 hours.
3 whole?
Or 3 whole hours? How much you spend on TikTok?
Right?
Like fucking.
Fuck off, man. Yeah.
Ooh.
However, I do love yoga pants bingo on airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play like camel toe bingo. I'll just be like, "Yep, I-24, got it." So there is that.
Well, boys, you got anything else?
No, man.
No?
All right, it's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. OWellness.us for those CBD treats and needs. Go over there. Freedom Friends 25. That's your quarter off your order. Icy Tech coolers for those who get it. Go to icytech.com. Use that code FreedomFriends10 and check out grillyourassoff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast. That's our affiliate link with those boys. Get some good stuff to rub on your meat. Otherwise, boys, I'm gonna raise my glass and say thanks for being my freedom
Hold on,
friend.
I got a query.
That's funny.
Yeah, right.
I got a query. I'm gonna put it out there.
Okay.
A quandary?
Yeah. Well, we have like the ability to do Q&As and polls and all that
Yeah,
shit on all of our
we do.
stuff, right? So we've been at this show a little over 4 years.
Mhm.
We've got a decent reach. We know a lot of decent people. A lot of people that have sent messages on like, hey, you guys know all these people. How do I get involved? How do I do
Stuff.
this, that, and the other? How do I fucking...
Yeah.
Whatever. If we got a wild hair up our ass and decided this show was going to be about something,
Where are you going with this?
and instead of like, us trying to peddle whatever, but we were trying to like actually raise money to go impact lives. Let's say there was something, I'll just throw a name out there, like a Freedom Friends Foundation. Would y'all support it? Is that something you'd fucking put money towards? You'd advertise, you'd put it out there. You'd be activists for it. If you saw that it was actually affecting change. Just curious. I'm
I'm curious.
not saying that we're fucking doing it. I'm just
If we did.
I'm just curious.
It's a what if scenario.
I feel
If
like
did.
I feel like we have a big tool and no socket.
Story of my life.
Fucking
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah. I'm just
Hell yeah.
there you go.
So
There's one.
there's one.
I'm just curious, so I'm gonna put it out
All right. Well, like, share, subscribe, boys. Smash that button, all that stuff. Tell your mom.
there. Tell your friend.
Be fucking mom's friend.
To be nice to your fucking waiter.
Yeah, don't be a dick to your fucking service industry people, man. Their life's hard enough without you being a fucking tool.
Don't be a dick in general.
That's true. That's true.
And also, if you are a server and you're shitty one and you know it, go find a different job.
Valid.
Some people just aren't good at it, man. Sometimes you gotta take a look in the mirror and just be like, fuck,
Yeah, this ain't for me.
I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this. They hate me. This ain't working out.
It's like I know I'm a bad employee, so I just became self-employed.
I just keep fucking, job to job, dog. Looking,
Like a hooker.
like a hooker. That's me. Big trollop.
Go push the buttons. Fucking 3 things to live by. Davey,
Smoke on.
Mikey,
Drink on.
goddamn boys.
Freedom to fuck on.
See you, buddy.